What is going on in the world today? A lot, actually. What is going on with Spain, man? Okay, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, the narrative for like a year now is that Spain was going to flip far right. The prime minister was going to be the socialist prime minister was going to be removed, and Vox, the far right party, would like seize power, and they would put a prime minister forward, who's like the most far right guy they've had since Franco. But that didn't happen, like, at all. This is even more embarrassing for the right in Spain than the midterms were for the Republicans in 2022. Look at this. Okay? So conservatives won the election. They gained seats, though not enough to oust the current socialist prime minister. So, like, they were expected to sweep this. Look, this is the Conservative Party, who got more votes from 20.8 to 33, but the Vox Party, the far right party that everyone expected to, like, seize the day, 15 to 12.4, they lost votes. And the Socialist Party gained votes in an absolute percentage as well. And then there's a new socialist party called Sumar, which is like a combination of previous parties. This is a left-wing party right here with 12.3% off of nothing. So, like, it didn't, the red wave didn't happen. The red tide did not come. Won't the PP and Vox get in a coalition? Nope, they don't have enough. They're missing 2 seats. The coalition for the left, I think, has 2 seats more than the coalition for the right. It's a PP Vox coalition, God, that sounds funny, would have 169 seats, meaning it would have to secure a handful of votes from other parties to secure the 176 seats needed for a majority in the 350 seats of Parliament. The Socialists and Sumar have 153 seats together, meaning they potentially strike deals. Yeah, it seems, from what I've read, they're not going to be able to get the majority. There is no scenario in which the Spanish MPs would back a minority government composed of the Popular Party and Vox. So there we go. It looks like, despite every previous indicator suggesting otherwise, the socialists will maintain control. Keep in mind, by the way, when I say socialists, what I mean is like social democrat. I mean European socialist here. Let's not go overboard. However, pretty big step up from outright fascists, you know? Pretty big improvement over that, in my opinion, at least. In my subjective opinion on that particular subject. Sweden's far-right government collapsed too, right? Well, theirs was collapsing because... Was it Sweden or Finland? Aren't they both collapsing? This is the thing. It's so important for far-right governments to do their shit quickly. Because so this is why the Nazis seized Germany, right? Or this is how they were able to, you know, they were given coalition, they were given coalition power. They were appointed by Hindenburg, swept the election, whatever. But they moved quickly because the thing is with fascists is that they're incompetent retards. So if they're in power but not like total power for too long, their incompetence becomes more evident and it gets more difficult for them to do that big seizure. No, really, this is true. The longer they kind of meander in power where they're visible, but not enough power that they can just outright suspend democracy, the more time they have to get caught fucking children, fuck up the economy, say really obviously dumb shit, fail to adhere to any standard of optics in a democracy because they're all fucking brain dead. Like, there are so many things they can do to fuck things up that like you don't want them to hold in. I mean, we're gonna talk about like what DeSantis has done in terms of like optics in just a second after this bit, but like seriously, generally speaking, you really just don't want fascists sitting there like or fascists don't want fascists just sitting there with some power but not all, because they just tend to look really bad, you know. I don't know that much about Spanish politics, but my you know, I am sure that if I looked into it, the conservatives over there, especially the Vox party, have done some like brazenly stupid shit in the past year, because that's what fascist parties do. I'd be very surprised if they hadn't. Could be wrong, but I'm sure they have. National Parliament voting intention. Oh, these were the polls? This is what voters said they were going to do? No, this is just the results, right? Oh, this is what they said they were going to do going back a year. So you can see right here, this is where the Sumar party came about, and it's gone up since then, and Vox has declined. Interestingly, Vox has declined in line with an increase in Sumar and the Socialist Party's prominence, which is pretty indicative. I guess they also could have shifted over to the Conservative Party and just moved away from Vox because Vox is embarrassing. I'm not sure. I'd have to look more into it. Not an expert on Spanish politics. Yes, the Vox Party is far right. Sheesh. The party leader, Santiago Abascal, defined his party as anti-fascist, anti-Nazi, and anti-communist, or in other words, third positionist, or in other words, Nazis. If ever somebody tries to sell you as like, here's my ideology, I reject the far left and the far right, it's probably the third positionist bit again. They've done this has happened so many times, you know, all like constantly. Yeah, everyone calls Vox far right. I don't know many of the details. If I just looked up like Wikipedia Vox Party, is there like a controversy section or something? Maybe. LGBT rights. Oh! The Vox Party was the one who did the gay ghost. They published a gay ghost, and it was like, homosexuality will lead to the death of you. And then all the gay people were like, I love him. I love the gay ghost. He's ours now. Gay ghost. Yeah, literally. Ahead of the 2019 elections, Vox published a tweet calling for a battle against several symbols, including a ghost with the LGBT flag. This ghost was reappropriated by the LGBT community, which gave it the name Gayspur, and used it as a symbol against homophobia. So cute. I didn't know that was the Vox Party who did that. That's very, very funny. Vox's economic position is often described as economically liberal or neoliberal. Damn, who could have guessed that a far-right party would defend neoliberal economic policies the exact same way that our Republican Party, and in fact, the Nazis did? The Nazis weren't neoliberal economically, but in terms of privatization, deregulation, leave things to the corporations, which are fundamental tenets of neoliberal economic policy, yes. This is why it's always like when people are like, oh, well, the Nazis were socialists, actually. And then you take a look at their economic policy, and it was basically just Hitler screaming, rah, rah, big business. The term class collaborationism was literally like, hey, suspend all class conflict. Your boss may be a bastard, but he's an Aryan bastard, and you are too. Let's work together for the fatherland. Which is as far away from socialist ideology as it is literally possible to get. You literally cannot. It's like socialist ideology is a superhero. There's a flash of light, and from the negative universe, like a reverse color version of them steps out of a portal, and it's that ideology specifically. That exactly. It's Bizarro to Superman or Ultraman or whatever. I don't know. Comic stuff. Couldn't possibly be more opposed. Well, anyway. Very good news. This means that for the next 4 years, they have 4-year elections in Spain, not 5-year ones, right? For the next 4 years, it seems like they're going to have a gridlock in Parliament, which is presumably, well, nobody likes a gridlock. It means not much is going to get done, but it's a hell of a lot better than the far right controlling everything. Big improvement. They can just call a snap election, I think. Off of a minority government? I guess we'll have to see. I don't know the details. Certainly hope not. They're probably going to call another snap election. Spain snap election. Uh-oh. Okay. I could be totally off on this. But I feel like the more this happens and the more time people are given to vote, the more likely things are going to turn out in our favor. Like, one of the things with fascism that keeps its voter base energized is that they live in a constant state of the world is ending, which is why they tend to turn out to elections really reliably. That's why, like, old boomers, like, have 99% voting rates and young people don't, you know? The more of a death cult you're in, the more likely you are to, like, dedicate yourself to whatever cause, you know? It's extremism. However, maybe, like, most of like the normal voter, you know, like the median voter in Spain would see the outcome of this election go, oh wow, we really need to participate. It's like with Brexit, right? Like the referendum in the UK. They voted for Brexit, and then they were like, wait, shit. Wait. And then like all the polling that was done afterwards, it was like, oh, actually 60% of people in the UK don't want Brexit. Like right after, people were like, whoa. I didn't know this was serious. Hold on. You know, so it's possible that an additional snap election would actually turn out in favor of the socialists. But who knows? Do you think this will lead to Catalan independence? No, I do not. Don't really think that's on the table. Interesting, though. Much better than the outcome I was expecting. So that's good. Vox, which was founded by discontented PP members a decade ago, won its first seat in Spain Congress in 2019. Its ultra-nationalist appeal suddenly burnished by the angry and vocal opposition to the issue of Catalan independence. Right, fantastic. Who cares? Imagine being any country other than America and having ultra-nationalist movements. What are you guys doing? Like, unironically, though, I'm like half joking. What are you doing? How much does Catalonia? I don't even look at the Catalonia stuff that much because all the indicators that I've seen is it's one of those things that gets people online really excited, but then you look into it and it's like, well, nothing's gonna happen, so why even? What? Why? Why? What's happening? Why? Why are you mad? Why is everyone so mad? What ethnic minority are here even? Catalans? Thank you. Catalonia has been historically oppressed and fashioned to exacerbate. You misspelled several words there, and I don't even know what you're saying. Okay. All right. My conclusion from reading all of this is that everyone involved needs to touch grass. Sorry, I don't know. I'll look more into it later. Sorry. That's my actual answer. Not the grass one. The grass one was a joke answer. Catalonia carries Spain's economy. Also, Catalan has historically not had very much say in any kind of Spanish polity. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Look, in the meantime, these results are good, okay? Let's be happy about that, all right?